Rein geht's in die letzte Partie dieser ersten Session der Happy Bet German Darts Open 2017. Der zweite Deutsche tritt jetzt an. Er kommt aus Tübingen, er ist inzwischen 57 Jahre alt, hat sich bereits zum zweiten Mal in diesem Jahr für das Hauptfeld der European Tour qualifizieren können. Und er ist einer, der schon bei der WM am Start war, der schon im legendären Ellipelli mit dabei war. Herzlich willkommen, Bernd Roith! Bernd Roith muss ran gegen einen BDO-WM-Halbfinalisten aus dem Jahre 2008, ist also schon ein Weilchen her. Längst spielt er bei der PDC, ist aktuell die Nummer 101 der Welt. Spitzname Packer, Brian Woods!
The final game of the afternoon session then. He's one of the UK qualifiers.
He was making strange decisions to just suddenly start playing on the 19s for seemingly no reason. I think he lost 6-1, and the one leg he won he was playing on the 19s, and then decided to change and then lost the next 6 legs. But I've got no idea what this man is going to do. So let's find out together, shall we?
100. Well, yes, it might keep our spotter Richard and camera guys busy over the next few minutes. 80. 8 more first-round matches for you coming up this evening, starting with Nathan Aspinall against Robert Thornton. Among the other names in action tonight, Andy Hamilton, Mervyn King, Paul Nicholson back on the European Tour, Vincent van der Voort. And that all gets underway 7 o'clock local time here in Germany. Evening session.
Yeah, some established names there, but there are some guys making their Euro Tour debuts. I'm very interested in seeing Rob Cross, chief among them, having won his first PDC title a few weeks ago. Nico Bloom, 16 years old from Germany, a Wunderkind. You go and turn it on the big stage.
51. Bernd to require 101.
The evergreen Ronnie Hybrex as Bernd is going to get a dart at double 16 for a 15-dart leg. Not bad at all, Bernd Roith.
Solid start from the
Second leg,
German.
Brian to throw first. Game on.
He's only really a semi-pro, as a chef as his day job, Bernd.
$82.
Let's hope the food he cooks doesn't end up burnt. You'll allow me that one, Dan, won't you?
I'm just letting you go with that. I'm letting you go there. You can have that one.
First one of the weekend.
You can't say, oh, there'll be more. There'll be more. We know there'll be more. Bernd Roith from the John Park School of Darts, where
59.
darts should always be played with an enormous towel hanging from your belt. But I mean, he's a chef, so he's probably used to that.
100.
Lot of trinkets going on with Brian Woods. There's numerous earrings. There's some sort of there's a chain. There's some badges. There's like one of those balance
84.
band things, which I'm not quite sure what they do, or indeed if they do anything. Or is it a Fitbit?
And tattoos.
And tattoo. Well, I mean that's pretty much standard. Isn't it? The old neck tattoo on the
54.
old school dart player. And I think back in the day, when you became a pro, when you signed up and became part of the PDPA, I think you got your first neck tattoo free.
100.
He's down to a finish, Bernd. Be it a big one.
Woods could be in a spot of bother here. Is that in treble 20? I think he's just snuck it in.
78.
Well, it was, but that last start hasn't helped him at all.
57.
A shake of the head from Pekka. And,
43. Brian, you require 128.
To take out that shot, but can Brian Woods get a leg on the board? He can still do this. Well, he needed the treble 20.
63.
Well, he took out 101 in the opening leg. If Bernd Roith can take out the 114, similar shot. Yeah, needed the treble 18 for a dart at tops.
58. Brian, you require 65.
So Brian Woods to level things up. 25 for double top, I would assume will be the route. It's a small minority of players. Look at treble 11 here. About 25 for tops. Double 10. Ooh, 55. A couple of misses inside. Clap of the hands from Brian Woods, but it's not an appreciation of his own darts. Bernd Roith, is it 20 for 18s? He did. Oh, is that double? Double 8 then. Why not double finish, Bernd Roith? All aboard the showboat, double 4. All aboard the showboat, Bernd Roith.
Bernd Roith.
You did say he had his own way of going.
Yes.
Third leg Bernd to throw first.
So,
game on.
2-0 and a break of throw. Much to the delight of the home crowd here in Saarbrücken.
Perhaps not getting the vociferous support we've seen for some host nation qualifiers. I think Rene Berndt got a few more cheers. I think maybe that was just the fans looking to lift their man. He looked to be on the wrong end of a hiding in the opening stages against Adam Hunt, but he rallied very well. As things stand, Bernd Roith just cruising this.
46.
We shall see if that continues. Minimal visits of 46 from Brian Woods, and there's every chance.
And Stephen Bunting, the number 14 seed, awaiting the winner of this one.
125.
And he's had a tough time of it lately as Stephen Bunting. He's been struggling to pick up results. Certainly results that his obvious talent merits.
44.
That's getting worse. Pekka, 46, followed by 44.
55.
Did see Bernd Roith playing the opening European Tour event of the year. He only managed to get one
50.
leg, so it's gone better than that one. Jermaine Watermaner did him 6-1 in the opening round in Hildesheim. That was his first appearance on the European Tour for 3 years. Last time we'd seen him was September 2014, when he played Gerwyn Price and was beaten 6-3 in Leipzig. I've seen him on the tour this year, played 3 of the UK Open qualifiers, but it wasn't enough to get him to Minehead. He didn't pick up enough money to make the cut.
60.
And Brian here just seems to be getting more and more frustrated with himself. And yet really to get going in this match. Here's another good visit from the German.
140.
Well, you know what, he's still on a 2-darter. And Woods, well, he's a man who has not hit a single big treble in this leg. He's going to need 2 of them just to get to a finish. Just doing a bit of changing to the equipment. I don't know if he's just completely replaced his flights.
Yeah, it looked like a new set.
I'm not sure Brian Woods is going to lose too much sleep about getting a few boos from the German fans.
100.
Well, he hit big treble, so whatever he's done has worked to an extent. Bernd Roith has got at least 6 darts to see this off, and quite possibly more. You're going to need them.
60.
Yeah, well, that'll do. Leave him tops.
44. Going to require 40.
Double top it is for a 3-0 lead for Bernd Roith. Has to work his way down from there. And work his way a long way down to double 10.
Wow.
30. On you require 157.
Well, Brian Woods looks like he needs to go and not change his flights, change his entire arm, because this is not working.
No score.
That wasn't either. I think Burton Roith, do I go straight to double 5? Do I go 2 double 4? How about just straight the 15 and bust it?
Wow,
of the various options he had there, that third one is definitely not the one to go for.
Well, I think both players are just sort of struggling a bit up there at the moment.
90.
Well, in the end, he did as much as he could
10.
with the next 2 darts after completely ending any hopes of winning the leg with his first dart. Well, now he's hit the double, so it's going to be double-double again for Bernd Roith, had he hit it.
No score.
And quite frankly,
20.
When you require 10, the 2 visits that Bernd Roith has just put in, of busting on single 15, then going double 2 inside on double 3, you may well shake your head, Bernd. Double 5. There it is.
In the third leg,
and what felt like an interminable leg is brought to an end.
A 26 dart leg for 1 apiece. Sorry, for 2-1, but it does get a leg on the board
to throw first.
And that was a break of throw. But it was quite painful, that leg. And Bernd Roith will be shaking his head as to what he was doing to take out that outshot.
140.
And is this going to spark Brian Woods into life? He's kicked off with a 140.
100.
Oh, it is the first one he's managed to hit in this game, Brian Woods. Look at that.
60.
Nightmare. I'm getting flashbacks to Andrew Gilding versus Stefan Seaton last weekend in Jena.
Yes, I did hear about that one.
I know, I'm suffering from PTSD. Plenty of time for one of these guys to hit their stride, though. To be fair, Bernd Roith, until he started messing around on the doubles in that third leg. I mean, he should be 3-0 up. He's had plenty of opportunities to do so, and had he gone 3-0 up, then maybe he'd just carry on sailing through this game, because Brian Woods wasn't doing a great deal to stop him. But having pinched a leg against the throw as well, Woods may well find himself in the ascendancy, although another visit in the 40s.
Could have worked out worse. He's left himself on a finish, Woods.
100. Ryan, you require 160.
2 big finishes, neither needing the bullseye. Treble 5 is no use to man the beast when looking at a 160, so...
95. Burns, you require 157. 81. Ryan, you require 65.
So a chance then for Woods. Looking at the 25, hits it, wants double top, 2 apiece.
And a full flag.
There you go.
Ryan
He's
Woods
trying to spark himself
to throw first.
into life and get back into this game after a sluggish start, it's fair to say, from the Pekka.
60.
Well, Brian Woods battled through qualifying to get here. Tony Newell and Chris Dobie. And then he beat along the way, both in deciding legs.
60.
I reckon both of those guys, if they're watching this, will be cursing their luck that they didn't have the opportunity to come to Saarbrücken this weekend.
Peter Wright fans out in force. He'll be in action tomorrow.
Yeah, that's when the seeded
100.
players enter the fray. Peter Snape-Wright, winner of the first European Tour event this year. Michael van Gerwen, the world #1 and the winner in Jena last weekend. Absolutely stunning stuff from MVG.
95.
Dave Chisnell's here, of course, after his 2 wins last night in the Premier League.
Yeah, he had a good night.
Very good night. He just played twice every night in the Premier League. He'd be top of it comfortably.
55.
Won twice in Exeter as well. It's those tricky ones where he only gets the 1 game in a night. He seems to struggle.
$100.
Well, down to a finish first, Brian Woods. He's looking to go ahead for the first time in this match, having been 2-0 down to the German, who's moving down to the 19s. Sensibly back up to the 20s now.
96.
Yep. 96 leaves 130.
148. $58.
Oh, this would delight the man in the sparkly German hat, I'm sure. Well, that makes 0 sense. That is just a nonsense shot, is it not?
98.
420s for bullseye. That's 90. Why you leave 130. What are you doing, Bernd Roith? The chef's lost his mind.
I did say you like the 19s, but there's a time and a place, isn't there, for liking the 19s?
Well, 25 bull, is that the route? It is. Looks inviting as well. Ooh,
65.
Not to be. Yeah, quiet. I agree, Pekka.
Unlucky
Birds
there.
require 32.
Well, he gets a chance. Yet again, Bernd Roith to re-establish his lead. 8.
24.
Overcompensated.
Ryan, you require
The man
25.
in the German hat doesn't look very happy.
And it must take something severe for a man with that bold of a hat choice to be unhappy. That is a happy man's
Any
hat.
shot in a fifth leg.
But that is not a happy man.
Well, that's a break of throw. After being 2-0
Six
down,
leg Brian to throw first.
Brian Woods finds
Game on.
himself 3-2 up. I like to feel whoever prevails in this one, they'll really need to raise their game against Stephen Bunting, who, even as we said, Stephen Bunting not at the top of his game right now or recently.
79.
Well, at the start of this match, I said if Brian Woods could produce the sort of darts that he produced in Gibraltar in the European Tour a few years back, when he was only beaten by Michael van Gerwen.
95.
Beaten a host nation qualifier and then seen off Steve Beaton. He was playing at a consistent level over the course of that tournament and some very dangerous stuff. Can be a threat. I mean, he's a former Lakeside semi-finalist, quarter-finalist a couple of times
83.
at the World Masters. He's won various BDO titles, admittedly in that sort of period between 2007 and 2011. Been a while since he's tasted
60.
success and hasn't really pulled up any trees in the PDC. Won his tour card back in 2016, but very much in danger of losing it at the end of the year unless something improves. Now, having failed to make a European Tour event last year, this is his second one this year, so he's going the right way about things.
Definitely.
Get yourself on the European Tour, win a couple of games here and there. You play enough of them, you're going to get to the European Championship. There's guaranteed money and opportunities for big money.
140.
Well, he's well ahead in this leg. Here's Woods. And is this his chance to turn the screw,
100.
edge closer to the finish line,
72.
and get back to the hotel and prepare for Stephen Bunting tomorrow. Double top. And yes, he does it. So 4-2 now.
7 leg Bernd to
2-0 down.
first. Game on.
And the one thing you can say is that things are improving here. Brian Woods has just thrown a 15-dart leg, a 15-darter. That's your level 100 average.
100.
Good standard. That's what you want to aim for. Now, admittedly, The 5 legs prior to that were very, very far from that. But it would appear that Brian Woods potentially...
50.
Okay, right, he's gone on the bullseye. Oh, who knows? You picked the bones out of that one. I don't know. I thought Bernd Roith was going to be the one to scramble our heads with his various routes, and he's already had one visit, which makes no sense. That one may just be a frustration thing for Brian Wood.
Yes. A very early bullseye shot.
55. $100. $45.
Well, I couldn't find any record of previous meetings between these two, but it may just be that everybody agreed never to mention it again if it did happen before.
Yes, it's fair to say it's been a slow burner. We've had a few slow burners that have come to life this afternoon. One going all the way to a deciding leg. Mark Walsh rolling back the years to beat Jimmy Hendricks 6-5.
And you recall 131.
Yeah, well, you got to smile, haven't you? 131. Now, come on, Bernd. The 130, you went for the 19s. What are we going to go with this? 2 treble 20s to leave 11? Okay, so 51 remain. 90, 11. What's it to be, Bernd? Come on.
99.
Yeah, there we go. We all know which way Bernd Roith is going for things now.
Well, he's got plenty of time, should he need it.
45.
To take out 32.
And to win this leg by a mere 297 points. The German chef. Double 4. Ah, he's cooking on gas. There we go.
Bernd Roith.
4-3. And the Brian Woods charge, if you like.
8th leg Brian.
Brought to a halt, 4 consecutive legs.
Game on.
And Brian Woods not going to be hurried. Line himself up to start this 8th leg.
100. $55. $100.
There's a man in the stands sat there all on his own.
That's the Chris Murphy fan club. They're out in force this weekend. They've set annual thing.
71.
There you go, 3 treble 19s.
Loves the treble 9. He should play on that all the time. He should play on that when he wants 130. He should just play at whatever score he wants.
100.
There they are. Big annual day out for the Chris Murphy fan club. Got their banners.
$57.
Well, staying on the 19s. There's nothing wrong with that. 95 would have left him 180.
$85.
It's important dart, that one from Brian Woods. Just gets him down to 116. A 1 treble finish, if you will. Yeah, more 19. More 19s burned. That's what we demand. Now the 20s, surely.
58.
Yeah, well.
Brian, you require 116.
This to go within a leg of a second round meeting with the bullet Stephen Bunting. Single 19 now. The double top. Ooh,
76.
Not far off another 15 darter for Brian Woods.
160.
It's likely he's coming back.
Let's see. Can Bernard raise the roof? No, he can't. Not on this occasion.
100.
Well, a good last start there.
Brian, you require 40.
Should Brian Woods make a mess of this double top. And this two goes within a leg of victory. Double 10. Oh, that's a mile away. Well, even Brian can't believe it.
Burns, you require 60.
We could have a level game here, folks. Bernd Roith, 20 for tops for 4 apiece. The easy bit's done. Oh, now, is that any use to him?
20.
If it was, he didn't make use of it. And Woods will have another crack. Now,
Brian,
if he was paying attention earlier on, what he wants to do is not hit the single 15. That's a good start. That's another problem, and he's thrown that one away and out the board entirely, and that's going to cost him darts if he returns to the board. And Brian Woods...
Burns, you require 40.
I can understand the frustration, but unfortunately, he's making it more likely that he loses this game. Which he may well do, because Bernd Roith takes out tops, and it doesn't matter that Woods has thrown his last dart out the board in anger.
9 flag Bernd to throw first. Game on.
Well, if you're going to do it, if you're going to try and bust, you want to make sure you're going to bust and not, in anger, miss the board completely.
Wow. As I say, Roith taking that out
140.
means he doesn't come back to the board. He hasn't got to waste a dart to get another go at a double, but let's just see how it affects him. Maybe, who knows? You've seen players lose their rag at times,
60.
and just venting that just allows them to get back to playing normal dart. He might just continue to combust over the course of the next potentially 2 or 3 legs.
Well, Bernard started off with a 140,
60.
Only follows it up with a 60. Woods originally from Cumbria,
100.
but now living in Aberdeen, Scotland.
Yeah, Bernd from Tübingen in Germany, which is a traditional university town in central Baden-Württemberg.
81.
Thanks for that.
No worries.
Information.
It's situated 30 kilometres south of the state capital Stuttgart, if you're interested. First time we've been here in Saarbrücken.
140.
Southwest of Germany. Not traditionally a big darts area, but the tickets for this sold faster than any other event on the
50.
European Tour, incredibly.
Burns, you require 91.
Come out in force wherever we go across Europe.
Treble 14 here. Okay, well, single 20 will leave tops, and Bernd Roith.
51.
He was 2-0 up in this one, missed darts for 3-0, then Brian Woods started coming back at him, and Woods took a 4-2 lead. But since then, Woods has just crumbled a little bit. And Bernd Roith might be about to go back into the lead. Now he's losing he's lost his rag with himself, he's lost his rag with his performance, now he's losing his rag with the crowd, and that doesn't bode well. That bodes well for Bernd Roith.
Yes. Wide with the first dart. Hit the target with the second, and now just 1 leg away from victory.
Thank you. Very best of order, please. Thank you. 10 flag Brian to throw first. Game on.
Always going to be tough taking on one of the host nation qualifiers in front of a partisan crowd.
100.
I think we saw an exhibition or an example of how best to deal with it from Gerwyn Price just last week, when, quite frankly, he welcomed it and seemed to feed off it. Superb 60. Gerwyn Price in his victory at the German Darts Masters. Opened up, taking on Max Hopp, who we knew would have a lot of support in
85.
The 3,000 fans we had in Jena, and Gerwyn Price just fed off it. Brian Woods appears not to be feeding off it.
140.
Well, if it does go to a decider, of course, Bernd Roith would have the throw in that 11th and deciding leg.
Looking more likely now.
This is better from Woods.
140.
But the thing is, with the way that both of these guys have finished at times, they're only hitting roughly 1 in 4 darts at their doubles. Whoever gets down to a finish first, you haven't got 100% confidence that they're going to take it out, no matter how many darts they get before their opponent gets one. So this could have a few twists and turns yet.
So what you're saying is it might be a quick turnaround for the evening session that starts at 7 p.m.
41.
After all.
Ryan record 136.
Well, it's a good setup there from Brian Woods. Thought he'd come down to the 19s after the first dart, but in the end he's done that very, very well. And Bernd Roith, he could ask the question here, couldn't he? And of course he's staying up there to leave 37. Why not, Bernd? Why not?
What a time.
Brian, you require 40.
To hit your first 180 of the match.
And it doesn't matter because Brian Woods, well, he lets the fans know that he was happy about it. And I'm sure that will go down well for Woods fans' relations here in Saarbrücken. Brian Woods, very much the Kofi Annan of PDC darts, just calming down the situation and
60.
Just providing the best of order for himself as he takes part in a vital 11th leg. Let's not forget, there's money riding on this, and not only that, the opportunity to take on one of the seeded players here
60.
At the German Darts Open, and one of the seeded players who isn't in great form. Of all the players you could get drawn against, I mean, none of them are easy, that's why they're the seeded players, but probably got a better chance of giving Stephen Bunting a game right now with his confidence levels low than Michael van Gerwen, say, who averaged 108 for the entire weekend last weekend.
And now a few boos when
45
is throwing. A wry smile at the 45.
Well, just over 100 points clear, Bernd Roith. And still D+. Brian Woods, well, he's given us a human statue act. Couple of see this off for a 6-5 win, and the host nation qualified to book his place in the second round to face the bullet Stephen Bunting. That will do it! Bernd Roith, the first German through to the second round of the German Darts Open. Brian Woods departs at the very first hurdle. It's another early exit for Pekka. Bernd Roith will take on Stephen Bunting. That'll be tomorrow when the seeded players enter the fray. We've got 8 more first round games for you on the way this evening. Couple of hours break now, and we will be back with the likes of Mervyn King, Paul Nicholson, Josh Payne, Rob Cross, the informed Rob Cross, and Robert Thornton kicking things off against Nathan Aspinall, a former world youth finalist. We'll grab a quick few words with Bernd, because I'm fascinated to think if he thinks what he thinks of just what happened there.
So, und ich weiß, der Bernd mag solche Situationen eigentlich gar nicht so sehr, wenn es so emotional wird, wenn die Fans auch so mit Bestandteil der Partie werden. Gratuliere dir. Das war nicht einfach, ne?
Nein, das war schon ziemlich schwierig, klar. Also, es war viel Unterstützung da, das hat mich auch sehr gefreut. Das hat mir manchmal auch gut getan, aber Brian musste da schwer drunter leiden, das muss man schon sagen.
Ist halt ein Heimspiel.
Ist so, ja, da muss er natürlich fertig werden, ist schon klar. Ja, muss er lernen, Punkte zu
Morgen gegen Stephen Bunting. Der ist zurzeit irgendwie schlagbar. Der spielt nicht so auf seinem Top-Niveau. Max Hopp hat ihn in letzter Zeit auch mal gezwungen. Schon machbar, ne?
Ja, da müsste ich mir aber heute, im Vergleich zu heute nochmal steigern. Weil die Scores waren nicht gut, nicht konstant genug. Mal sehen, was morgen geht. Also einfach gucken.
Schön, dich morgen wiederzusehen, Bernd. Gratuliere dir. Bernd Roith.